It is all over. Cooked. Jake Paul dropped from the WBA rankings in his video. Your boy Ego, I'm going to take you through it. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes, as they say. Jake Paul currently recovering with a broken jaw after fighting Anthony Joshua. Now, I'm going to jump right into it. Right now, I'm on the WBA, their official page. November of 2025, the cruiserweight rankings. You had Jake Paul, boom, in at number 15. Boom. Now, I know what some of y'all are thinking. Oh, man, but Ego, who cares? That was from November. Rightio. But I'm a thorough guy, so I'm showing you that in November, Jake Paul, because the fight was in December, so I'm showing you that he was ranked at cruiserweight. I wanted you to see that. Now, if we go up here and go to December, we're in January now, so they came out with the December 2025 rankings, right? Go back to cruiser. What does this say? Due to administrative error, an earlier draft of the updated rankings were briefly published. Man, whatever. Anyway, December rankings. Boom. No Jake Paul. Instead, they got Eden Halo, Xbox Halo or something. I don't even know who this is. Who is this? He's from Bosnia? I never even heard of no Bosnian fighters. They put a 37, shout out to Bosnia. They put an Iron Punk or Pukey. Bro, they put a 37, almost 40-year-old Bosnian fighter who just lost, it looked like, in 2024 by knockout, and in 2023, and he got, all his losses are knockouts. But anyway, this is who Eden Puhalo took Jake Paul's spot. Wow. So Jake Paul is out. Listen, I've already said what I said. The Jake Paul experiment may be over in boxing. Here's why. Certain things become, I don't know, acceptable, and certain things, in my opinion, are less acceptable. I think if Jake Paul did all the trash talk, all the selling of the fight, the typical stuff that he normally does, and had a better showing, even though he lost, people would probably give him some credit. But the showing he had was so abysmal that there's no redemptive quality, really, right? I mean, the diehard Jake Paul fans, they're like, oh, but he tried. It wasn't a skill difference. It was a size difference, which is BS. It was BS because skill is also getting your offense off, stringing up combinations. So it was a skill difference because, like, Joshua, I don't know of him breaking anybody else's jaw. Maybe he has, I don't know. But no high-profile, long-term boxer did he fight that I am aware of where AJ broke their jaw. But then Jake Paul had his mouth wide open, which is a cardinal sin in boxing, and got his jaw broken. So it wasn't just a size differential, it was a skill differential because every fighter knows you should bite down on your mouthpiece or have your mouth closed. You know what I mean? He just kind of anticipated, had his mouth open, got his jaw broke and rocked. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I don't really know. I get it. He's saying I want to go back to cruiserweight, but to my knowledge, the WBA was the only one that ranked him. And it goes to show you how these sanctioning bodies can work. When it's convenient for the dividends, for the money, for the attention, they put him on there. And now the WBA looks stupid because you had to take him right off of it. Like, I don't know exactly what month he got ranked, but it was earlier last year now, right? Where Jake Paul was ranked with the WBA. And I've made posts and videos and stuff about it. Oh, it was after he beat Julio Cesar Chavez in June. So you ranked him from pretty much June to December, and now he's already been stripped of the top 15 and replaced by some Bosnian fighter, and it's all on account of the AJ loss. They're like, man, we can't even rank him. So I think it's kind of funny to me because this is what the WBA gets for like pandering. When you pander and when you don't do what's right and you try to be led by money and like attention and you make these types of errors and then you have to rescind it. You know what I mean? Like I feel like a lot of people make this or similar types of mistakes where they'll be a streamer or like a celebrity, like let's say Hak Tua, and then people will like invest in Hak Tua, and then she had a rug pull coin scam or whatever. And now no one even talks about Hak Tua. Hak Tua spit on that thing. You know what I mean? No one really I don't even know where she's at. You know what I mean? But people will start having her, like trying to pay her and get her on the podcast and stuff like that. And people always want to, like, especially in this current society, I could talk about this all day. There's an insane recency bias. So if something's hot right now, people try to glorify it and try to make it like everlasting. But you see, there's certain like Eminem, Beyonce, Jay-Z. These are everlasting artists because they've been through everything. I remember Jay-Z came out on 9/11 with the Blueprint album and went platinum still. You know what I mean? And Fabulous dropped the same day. I know because I bought the CDs that same day, right? The day of 9/11. So from 9/11 all the way to now, Jay-Z has been relevant, making money, blah, blah, blah. But a lot of people get behind these like flash in the pan type of deals or, prematurely like Jake Paul. He was coming along, he was trying, but to have him ranked at cruiserweight, come on. Like, do you really think he's ready for Zurdo Ramirez? Like, could he beat Dorticos, Chris Billiam Smith? You know what I mean? Murat Gassiev when he was there, Michael Hunter when he was there. Like, do you think he's ready to beat those guys with no, like, restrictive rules or rehydration clauses or nothing? And then that's what I'm saying. I don't really know where he goes from here because you try to tax Joshua and made him as a heavyweight come down to 245 thinking that would be enough, and that still wasn't good enough. He made the weight no problem and then crushed you up. You got crushed like pepper. So cruiserweight it's like welterweight right now. It's not a big division. There's no big names. And then David Benavidez is fighting against Zurdo Cinco de Mayo. That's the biggest fight you can make at cruiserweight right now. And Jake Paul already said he wouldn't fight David Benavidez. And if Benavidez beats Zurdo, he definitely ain't fighting him. So it's like, where does Jake Paul really go from here? You know what I mean? You have a broken jaw in two places. If you can't beat Joshua, who's not even in prime and didn't really even look great, how you going to beat a guy like Moses Atuma or Fabio Warley, these young strapping up and comers, or even like an Usyk? How can you beat those people? And in cruiserweight's not really interesting. And Zurdo Ramirez would probably be the best name type of fight where Jake Paul, I don't know. But David Benavidez already got him. And you can't drop down to light heavyweight because that would require, you've been fighting. I don't know what weight he can make, but that seemed like it would hurt your body to try to make light heavyweight. And there's killers at light heavyweight anyway, right? You're going to beat Bivol. You're going to beat Artur Beterbiev. You're going to beat David Benavidez if you go back there. You're going to beat David Morrell. You're going to beat the guy that dropped David Morrell, the Russian that popped dirty. You know what I mean? So it's like Jake Paul, he kind of like stuck in this novelty lane, and you've already done the Mike Tyson thing, the AJ thing. You've already had the past like fighters from the Tyron Woodleys, the Nate Diaz, the Anderson Silvas. You know what I mean? You've already done that, and it's kind of like you peaked already. You know what I mean? Because who can you realistically fight without no crazy weight like Gervonta moving up, or who are you gonna fight? You're gonna have to fight like almost like gimmicky type of fights, like Ryan Garcia moving up in weight to fight you, or like weird fights like that. Especially with the WBA dropping you, they were the only sanctioning bodies that ranked you, and then just as soon as they ranked you, months later, they canceled that because you got a broken jaw. And like I've been telling you, a broken jaw in boxing is like a fighter, for a fighter to have a broken jaw in two places is like a basketball player with Achilles tear or like knee injuries. You know what I mean? You have an MCL tear. That might, you might Derrick Rose it. You never know. It's an injury. So injuries are unpredictable. So you don't never know how someone's going to bounce back. And Jake Paul, he's pushing 30 now, you know what I mean? Or getting somewhere close to that. So who knows how your body bounces back from the broken jaw at age 28. And Joshua is a big, strong dude. He hits you with other shots. So I don't know. I don't really know. But what I do know is Jake Paul has been dropped from the rankings. For more boxing news, subscribe. Live streaming can be tough, which is why I use StreamYard. Click the link in the description for StreamYard, which is an awesome tool that enables you to set up your stream with ease of use. Get great results with live streaming. It's what I use. Stream to social media with ease with StreamYard. Live streaming is here to stay. Engage with your audience using StreamYard. Great way to reach out to your audience and connect. So you need a tool that can do that. If you're new to YouTube and you're struggling to get views, one tool I can provide to you is TubeBuddy. I've been on YouTube over 10 years. I use TubeBuddy daily to crank out videos just like this one that you're watching. Learn how the pros do it with TubeBuddy. YouTube receives a lot of traffic, which also means a lot of creators, a lot of people putting out content. So you need to learn the ropes so you know how to separate yourself, especially if you're new. But even if you're a pro, use TubeBuddy. The link is in the description. Get more views, more subscribers, and a higher click-through rate, so ultimately you can realize all of your online goals. Use my affiliate link in the description and grow your channel fast.